Start again.
By the early 70s, 18 new universities had opened, but the rules of University Challenge stayed the same. Oxbridge colleges were still regarded as separate institutions. As for the Pollies, well, this was University Challenge. For some revolutionaries, this was provocative evidence of the class system at work. In Granada's own backyard, a group of conspirators began to plot the overthrow of the old regime.
University Challenge at that stage firstly didn't let any polytechnics or colleges of further education, who were of course our proletarian brothers and sisters in struggle, and also they let all these people on from all the different Oxbridge colleges, so that Oxford and Cambridge had about 40 teams between them, whereas Manchester University only had one. So this was proof that it was an elitist institution, if you like, a kind of ideological arm of the state apparatus, and therefore we were entitled to take action against it.
We used to have a remarkable rapport with the students, but there was one occasion when the University of Manchester caused us a great deal of trouble.
Bamber of Gascon, of course, was a legendary figure for all that he was the class enemy. And before the programme, I found myself standing next to him in the gents, so I could attest to the fact that, you know, he was a man just like any other man, and yet we were going to have to destroy his programme, his baby.
And they'd made this plan that, as some kind of protest for the furtherance of the dictatorship of the proletariat at some date yet to be arranged, that it would help by saying the name of Trotsky and Marx.
Karl Marx?
Che Guevara?
Trotsky.
Trotsky.
It just seemed faintly irritating because we stopped the show 2 or 3 times and said, look, don't go on being ridiculous. Why don't you just settle down and behave sensibly?
Trotsky.
Karl Marx.
He says something about Pythagoras, we say Che Guevara. He says something about some Mozart opera, and we say Trotsky.
Trotsky.
Trotsky. Karl Marx. Trotsky.
And this went on for some time, but actually we only knew about 5 or 6 revolutionary leaders, so we ran out of that after a while.
I remember Gascoigne's legendary patients getting a little frayed by the end of it, and I think he called them childish at some point. The extraordinary thing was that it was shown.
Che Guevara?
Karl Marx.
Highly unpopular in the studio and tends to lead to ejections, so let's stop. Indeed, of course, we were aware that if we did continue the show and show it, that actually they would look quite ridiculous, and that it was their problem rather than ours.
Now, of course, that would be headline news. I mean, it would be the big story on the front of every tabloid newspaper. I mean, you can imagine if this happened on Countdown, or I mean, it's highly unlikely. Can you imagine? It's a wonderful picture, isn't it? I'll have a continent on behalf of the people. Please, Carol. And I will have a vow that sees every member of the aristocracy shot and their blood running in rivers down Park Lane. Please, Carol. Thank you.